How much do you know about a Python variable? A lot maybe, but some things that I will tell you today might be new for you. If you are interested in knowing more about them, then keep on watching and subscribe to our channel. Hey champions, welcome back to this channel. Hope you all are upskilling yourself during these times, as upskilling has become one of the necessities of this decade. In today's video, we will be diving deep in the world of variables, where we will discuss what is a variable, how to do variable assignment, nomenclature of variables, multiple assignment done at once, separate variables, separate values, unpacking using variables. Let us start with our sale then. What are variables? We will start with this topic as it forms the basis of Python. Variables are reserved memory location to store values. We can relate variables to containers and values inside them as items. This means that when you create a variable, you reserve some space in the memory. Based on the data type of a variable, the interpreter allocates memory and decide what can be stored in the reserved memory. The memory is allocated to the variable till the end of the computation or till the time you replace it. Now comes how to do a variable assignment. Here comes the role of an equal sign. It is used to assign values to the variables. Example, A equals to 1, B equals to hello. We have a variable A and we are assigning a value of 1 to it. Similarly, we are assigning a string hello to the variable B. We can clearly see that assignment is successful once we put an equal sign between the variable and the value. This can be confirmed by the type statement, which shows that A is of integer type and B is of string type. Operand to the left of the equal sign is the name of the variable and operand to the right is the value stored in the variable. Easy peasy, right? Python allows dynamic data type. Now you will ask, what exactly is a dynamic data type? Python variables do not need explicit declaration to reserve memory spaces. The declaration happens automatically when you assign a value to a variable. Now coming on to the rules for nomenclature. Python variables have some strict rules which we must keep in mind while naming them. It should start with an alphabet or an underscore. Example is A equals to 2. It should not start with a number. Example is 1A equals to 2. Here, as we can see, Python has given an error. If it starts with an alphabet or an underscore, then numbers can follow. Example, A12 equals to 2. As you can see, we have got no error here. No special characters are allowed in the variable name. Example, A@2 equals to 2. Here, as you can see, we have got an error. The maximum length of a variable is not defined. It can have varying length. Example, we can also have a variable with 10 A's in it and it is still valid. Variable name is case sensitive in Python. Example, we have two variables here. Capital A equals to 1 and lower a equals to 2. So as you can see, we can have both the upper and the lower case a variable at the same time in the system. Hence, it proves that Python is case sensitive. You cannot give reserved keyword as a name in Python. Example, for is equal to 2. In Python, for is a reserved keyword and is reserved for loops. As you can see, we have got an error here, hence proving our claims. Also, want to point this out that any reserved keyword will be highlighted in green if used. This is one of the ways to identify reserved keywords. Another way is to write a help command for that. Help and write the keyword which you want to search for. Example, here we have written for inside the braces, and the output is the documentation of the keyword that you have searched. Now comes some suggestion for the nomenclature casing. First is camel case. In this type of casing, second and subsequent words are capitalized to make word boundaries easier to see. Please notice that the first letter has not been capitalized. Example, number of college graduates. Second is Pascal case. This type of casing is identical to camel case, except first word is also capitalized in it. Example, number of college graduates. The third and the last casing example is a snake case. In this type of casing, words are separated by underscores. This type of casing is highly recommended in Python. Example, number underscore of underscore college underscore graduates. We are past the basics now. Let us move on to some grown-up stuff now. First is the concept of multiple assignment. Python allows you to assign a single value to the multiple variables simultaneously. Here we have three variables, A, B and C. All are assigned a single value of 1 in one go. Let's see how the output looks like by using a print command. Look, all the three variables and the value they hold. Interesting, right? Printing A, B and C gives us the output of 1, 1, 1. Next is the concept of assigning multiple values to multiple variables at the same time. Python also allows us to give same value to the multiple variables at the same time. Here we are assigning values 1, 2, 3 to three variables A, B and C. Let us see what these variables hold after execution. Each A, B and C have 1, 2, 3 stored in it. Isn't it magic? If we check the type of values stored in each of the variables using type function, we will get a tuple. Let us compare it with the previous concept. In the previous example, we only had one value on the right hand side, while in this example, we have three values on the right hand side. This caused the difference in behavior in Python. Now, coming on to one of the most useful phenomena in Python, which is unpacking using variables. This concept is positional in nature. By positional, we mean values are assigned based on their position. Let us see an example of unpacking. Let's take three variables, A, B and C, and assign them values 1, 2 and hello. Here, A and B are integer variables and C is a character variable. Let's print the values of these variables now. By looking at the output, we can clearly see that A is assigned a value of 1, B is assigned a value of 2 and C is assigned a value of hello. Here we have unpacked the values based on their variable position. One of the important concepts of tuple unpacking in Python is based on this, where tuple values are unpacked based on their position. Also remember, while unpacking, if you give less values to unpack and more variables, then Python will throw out an error. Let's look at an example. Let's take A, B and C and assign values 1 and 2. We can clearly see that we are giving more variables and less values. Now printing the result shows that Python has thrown a value error stating that it does not have enough values to unpack. Again, if we give too many values to unpack and lesser number of variables, then also it is a problem. Here we have assigned values 1, 2 and 3 to variables A and B. Python is giving us a value error again, stating that it now has too many values to unpack. That was it for today's sale. I hope you got to know more about the variables now. In case you liked the video, please subscribe to our channel. Meet you in the next one. Bye.